Don't worry, it's Calendula officinalis, commonly known as a beautiful decorative plant in the garden, tasty in the kitchen, and with multiple beneficial properties. The marigold is considered an annual, meaning it is a plant that is sown in the spring and blooms within the same year, unlike an annual wind which is sown from May-June and blooms the following year. Well, you could say that the marigold is somewhat in between the two, because it is capable of withstanding the winter. The marigolds that were sown in the spring and are blooming now can survive year to year. These are the seedlings that were planted during the summer. For example, this marigold that has been broken, which is bent, broken, it is currently producing its seeds. Its seeds will naturally fall to the ground and self-sow. Some seeds might be spread by ants that will carry them among the lavender plants, and some seeds will also fall at the base of the plot. And these same marigolds will reappear next year with a much earlier bloom. To have beautiful marigolds, sow them in March, seed by seed, in pots with semi-cutting compost, then transplant them in April-May. They are not afraid of frost and be transplanted early. Sowing marigolds directly in the ground with wildflowers is more prolific, either by broadcasting or in rows in a vegetable garden. They spread here and there in the sun or partial shade, reaching heights of 30 to 60 centimeters. People talk about tagetes, marigolds, roses or ignats for repelling nematodes. They are said to be nematicides. Well, you should know that marigold, like nematicides, can be replanted at the base of tomatoes. It also attracts pollen beetles, which is a very small black beetle with club-shaped antennae that indeed feeds on pollen and grows. The pollen beetle particularly enjoys the flowers of rapeseed in the spring, where it creates major or minor issues depending on the population. In our marigold flowers, pollen beetles are controlled by entomophagous auxiliaries such as ground beetles, rove beetles, or spiders. Marigold is found everywhere. It is also a medicinal plant that treats sore throats, ear infections, and has many other properties. But its main property is that it pairs very well in the kitchen, for example, to color dishes, raw vegetables, or salads. It can even replace saffron. And then these little buds, these little green buds, soaked in vinegar, they could actually replace capers. If the name marigold bothers you in the garden, and maybe that's why you haven't yet welcomed this magnificent plant, know that the origin of the Latin name for marigold, solcecchia, means turns with the sun, follows the sun, just like sunflowers.